Hello, everyone, and welcome to Saturday Morning Comics, the only show that doesn't stare at Hellboy's horns. It's rude, people. As always, I'm joined by my co host, Fanboy,
Hello.
and Spawn.
Howdy.
Today, we'll be talking comics, Invincible, The Boys, Hellboy, and some other media, and wrapping it all up with another media wheel and what's planned next for another show potentially. Go ahead and kick it off on what you read, Fanboy.
Well, I read a couple of comics this week, and I was really, excited for the new Star Trek comic, Starfleet Academy, based off the hit show, Starfleet Academy.
The now
And
canceled show, Starfleet Academy,
the hit canceled show of
that only
Starfleet.
40,000 people watched, apparently.
hmm it was okay for a first issue.
Who's
Uh,
writing it, do you know?
Let me check real quick. I have it right here. Lang Morgan. Hopefully, I'm saying that right.
Lang Morgan?
Yeah, hopefully I'm saying it right. But I mean, the two problems I have with this is the art, doesn't look that good, and because the art is kind of ass.
Uh-huh.
Like I can't tell like who's talking because they're like in these suits on the planet because it's like raining acid and shit.
Of course
And
it is.
like when they're like out of the suits, like I could tell like okay who's talking, who's who. But like most of the book, like they're in the suits. I'm like, I don't know who's who. So yeah, okay, book. Can't wait for the next issue. And and speaking of issues, the new issue of End of Life from Kyle
Yes.
Starts, the GOAT we
Our
have on the
dad.
podcast. Good, no, and I will say this is a better issue than Starfleet Academy, but there is one big problem I have. And look, if Kyle is listening to this, you're so good. I still love this comic. Nothing against you, but the whole like big cock thing.
Dude, that's funny. You can't say that's not funny.
It was funny for like 1 second, but it keeps repeating big cock, big cock. It's like, yeah, I get it.
For those who haven't read it, that is the name of the bad in this issue, and it's just this huge man with a chicken head on that can only say that his own name, and there's a lot of confusion on whether or not he's trying to talk or not.
Can't just say I like Kyle's post about it's big cock day.
Yeah.
Again, Kyle, if you're listening to this, nothing against you. I just think that joke was weak, but good issue. So excited for the next one. I think it's my favorite title from DC.
I'm gonna go a little more into that. There's one thing where like what's the main character's name again? I'm terrible with names.
Eddie, I believe.
Eddie, yeah, he like helps his dad. That's all I'll say about that. And then his dad goes, "Because you helped me, I won't try to kill you this morning."
Oh yeah, that's a good part right there.
It's a great book. I got many a laughs. I'm like even though I know I'm gonna do every single solo issue, I hope this comes out in like hardcover. Like I think it'd be so good hardcover.
Oh yeah, it would. Pretty sure the traits come out like in October, I believe.
Yeah,
Most
sometimes it's
likely.
usually 6 months after
Yeah.
whatever. What else?
Uh, I mean, you got a couple of Marvels, X Reunited, okay. Nothing else there besides Captain America is there. Yeah,
Oh,
it's okay. But Godzilla Infinity War was also okay. I, I mean, you have Noel, doing shit, and I don't know. Like the last two issues were fun. They were exciting. Like it's so dumb, it's fun type of deal. But I don't know. This issue just didn't do it for me. But I did kept this surprise. I know how much that Max and Anything loves Battery Bill, and he's in this issue.
oh, for God's sakes!
Oh yeah.
They want to shove him in the worst books. Like, if you guys aren't keeping up on current Marvel announcements, they announced the Queen in Black, which I don't think is a sequel by any means of the former story King in Black. But anyways, Beta Ray Bill and Nova, two of my favorite Marvel characters, are going to be in that book, and I'm like, I just don't want to read it.
I mean, I'm not gonna read it, but yeah, he's in it. And honestly, Marvel, give him an ongoing series. Like, come
Please.
on, or
Please.
Nova, or both
You,
together.
you know
That'd
what
be
Marvel
awesome.
should do besides give Nova an ongoing series?
What?
Not fire half of their work staff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, I saw somewhere, I don't think I ended up posting this in the group chat, but somebody from Marvel Comics made a thing saying that they're moving the remainder of their staff to a country that has universal health care because the healthcare was too expensive here.
Interesting.
Which yeah, I don't know. You're supposed to be like
Hey,
a
Marvel.
billion-dollar company.
Hey Marvel, stop being fucking greedy. Pay your workers.
Well, Marvel and Disney in general.
Yeah.
But
I did see there's some sort of announcement. We're bleeding a little into media, but we're talking about Marvel. So somewhere, I don't know if it's animated or live action, they said that they're doing a Heroes for Hire series. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I feel like it's gonna be
saw-
live action.
I saw it as a rumor.
Yeah. But yeah, and then there should be one more Marvel book, right, fanboy?
Oh yeah, definitely. And I mean, I have to pick the best Marvel book for this week. Would be Planet of the Apes versus Fantastic Four.
Yes.
Like this is how you do a crossover.
So good.
Like you think, oh, it shouldn't work, but no, they proved us wrong.
It is a little funky seeing the ape with Reed's powers, like long hairy arms that just kind of look like black strands. But it's really well written. Also, fanboy, that
Yeah.
last panel, oh,
Mm-hmm.
so good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna
The-
spoil it on here, but you just need to check out the series. Like, it's
Oh,
actually really good.
Yeah, definitely. Way better than for Infinity War, but it doesn't say much.
Yeah, the bar is low there.
I mean, one does have Beta Ray Bill, so.
Well, yeah.
Anyways, the last 3 books I want to shout out is Radiant Black. Good issue. If I've been keeping up, then I don't know how to describe it to you without spoiling it. Honestly, you should check out Radiant Black or the Supermassive books in general. The last 2, Invincible Universe Battle Beasts, goated, like really good. Especially like showing. No, I don't know. It might be a spoiler, but no, not really. It showed it at the beginning of the book of the 2 Viltrumites, Conquest, and Thrag. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I don't think any of us read that, so.
Yeah, sorry. I'm kind of waiting for that to be as a trade because I like Battle Beast, but I'm not gonna be picking it up month to month.
Is Kirkman writing Battle Beast?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Ryan Ollie's doing the art, which
Okay.
Ryan Ollie's art just mwah,
Yes.
probably one of my favorite artists in general.
I wasn't sure if he's like doing that or not, but
I mean, he's not that busy.
No, he's too busy
Um,
talking on Twitter.
yeah, whether or not the suit is blue.
Oh my god.
What did you read, Max?
You guys forgot to talk about the best Marvel book. You know, one could say one for the ages. Ultimate Wolverine is finally over, guys. I'm free from purgatory.
Hitler is dead.
Listen, okay, it's not that. It's okay. It just kind of was like, here's Ultimate Wolverine kicking Magic's ass, and him and Phoenix are gonna fly away into the sunset. Read Ultimate Endgame. I'm
I
not
just
gonna
fell
read.
asleep.
I'm not
I
gonna read
mean,
it.
I'm the only one that reads Ultimate Endgame.
Yeah. Listen, I like this. I enjoyed the original premise of the series, but I felt it went on for far too long. It should have not been 16 issues. It should have been 10. I don't know why that Marvel decided, oh, let's do this one for 16. It felt like there was no gas in it, and I'm happy it's over.
Yeah, it should have been like a mini series, like 6 issues.
It should have. Absolute Batman came out.
Oh, peak.
Oh, peak.
I feel like I said it last time, but this might be the best issue yet.
Scarecrow, man, dude, how the fuck did you make? Okay, listen, I don't really like Scarecrow all the time.
What?
He's
Scarecrow in the comics. Scarecrow is carried by his animated stuff. Like him in the comics, and I guess in the video games he's good, but like him in the comics, not good.
not there.
Okay,
Oh my god, Scott Snyder. Oh my god, man, oh my god, so good. He's so cool and so creepy, and I want to know so much more about him. And then like, oh my god, this issue was so good. And then that ending.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna spoil it. If you aren't reading Absolute Batman, I mean, just go read it, man. So Slade Wilson comes out of nowhere and he's like, "Hey, I'm Lieutenant Slade Wilson. This is the Robin Initiative. We're taking kids that the society doesn't want. We're putting them back in there, and they all have Max."
Yep.
It's
Also, shout out Snyder for doing a little. I would assume this was an Easter egg and done on purpose with the wording, but when he said Robin Initiative, he also followed that up by saying they're wards of the state,
yes,
which tip of the hat to Burt Ward, the original Robin.
yes. But my God, such a fantastic issue. I'm excited for issue 20. Oh my God, they're cooking.
So you follow Snyder on I would assume you follow Snyder on Twitter, right?
I did. Are you talking about the tweet you sent earlier?
No, that one's no. It's a different one about this issue though. Somebody went back into like the earlier issues of Absolute Batman when like the zoo part of it, and
yes,
and found crows from that, and they asked Snyder, and he goes, "Who put those there?"
Dude, he's cooking. He's cooking. Also, shout out the Lego Batman game for having fucking Absolute Batman.
Yes, I hope we get Absolute Joker in that game.
That'd be crazy.
And then the last issue that I read was G.I. Joe 21, which is the start of a brand new arc, which I'm very excited for because it's having some of my favorite characters like Storm Shadow and Scarlet and Jinx. And oh my god, it was so good. There was no dialogue. There was only just like words, and it was so good. Peak. If you aren't reading G.I. Joe, Joshua Williamson, I glaze the hell out of this man. But oh my god, it's peak, fantastic.
It really is peak. I think that's the issue of the week for me.
Oh, it's my issue of the week. It's that and Absolute Batman. They're both just tied for me because they're so. Both issues to me are what storytelling should be, of like revealing things, not revealing things. Oh my god, it's great. I loved it.
It really is.
I did not read G.I. Joe.
You should read it. So
I have that hardcover. I just haven't read it yet. I'm reading. Well, you've seen. I've been posting. I've been trying to. For those wondering, I've been trying to read 3 of my trades every night, because my to be read pile's a little out of hand. So the last one I did was Jughead Time. Is it Police or Time Cop?
Time Police.
Time Police. Was there something else? And then I'm halfway through Imperial is the other thing. So I'm getting there eventually, but the issue is I have 2 compendiums, so it might take me a little longer. One of which being by Joshua Williamson. So, you know,
To be
what I
fair, Jughead Police is good.
Jughead, yes. It's honestly, I did not think I would say like that something was better in the Archie universe than something written by Chip Zdarsky, but Time Police, it's honestly a little better. But what I read in single issues of stuff that came out this week was obviously End of Life, Absolute Batman, Lobo issue 2, which
Oh,
is awesome. One of my favorite DC characters makes a cameo appearance in it. I don't want to say who, but Fanboy and Max probably know who. Yeah, I mean, so if you're not reading Lobo, you should definitely read it. It is essentially like this network television uh, contacts him because they want to make him the main man, and he gets his own show. And issue 2 is him navigating the troubles of Hollywood, space Hollywood, and it's so funny. Like Scotty Young's doing a great job of writing. One of the other things I read was Ordained issue 0, which I hate issue 0 because that usually means prequel, but it's not a prequel at all. It yeah, I like the series, but it makes me angry because we've only gotten 4 issues in like 7 months. So it's like Hush 2 level. Another indie comic that I read is called Fireborn, published by Image. It's pretty good. Like it kind of reminds me of if it was less violent and less swear heavy. I could definitely see this being on like a Cartoon Network. It's pretty good. Pretty much the premise is a kid like becomes one with like this ancient dragon thing and gets like a suit. I don't know how to describe it. You're just gonna have to look it up. It's called Fireborn by Image Comics. It says it's from the world of Lost Fantasy, which I don't know that universe, but apparently it's there. And then I talked about everything else with the Planet of the Apes and everything like that. Absolute Batman's so good. So in terms of what's coming out next week, though, it's a big one. Marvel's Spider-Man and Superman.
hell yeah.
I'm excited for that, but also not because I don't know who's writing any of the stories, so I don't have a lot of faith.
Wait, let me see. Maybe they finally have announced it a week before. Give me hold everybody for dramatic effect, please, and thank you. We have Brian Michael Bendis,
Hit or
Dan
miss?
Slott,
No.
Jeff Johns,
Okay.
Jason Aaron,
No.
Joe Kelly,
No.
Louise Jones Simmons,
No, thank you.
Brad Meltzer,
Oh, great.
and then everybody's favorite, my favorite included, Jeff Lowe.
Oh. I was hoping you'd slip in a Mark Miller in there.
No.
Oh God.
But yeah, so that sounds terrible, but we'll still be picking it up because we have to.
And we love Spider-Man.
Wait, I'm just gonna see something on this. I have to see who's writing the Spider-Man noir story. Okay, it's Dan Slott. Okay, I'll live.
Anyways,
Dude, as long as it's not Jeff Loeb, I can't have his grubby little hands near Spider-Man noir.
I think it's great that you proceeded to name 3 comic book writers that should have retired about 10 years ago.
Yeah, I know that.
Is Jeff Loeb one of them?
No, Jeff Loeb is 20 years ago.
Jeff Loeb, Dan Slott, like, what are we doing here?
Not paying our workers, that's why.
Jeff Johns, you said, was the last one?
Yeah, Jeff Johns.
Mhm.
He should just stay in his own universe. I don't think he should write for Marvel or DC anymore.
I mean, he did Avengers run at one time. I don't
And
know if it's good.
he's done a pretty good Flash and Green Lantern run.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying he's a bad writer. I just think he should fully invest on what he's building with like Red Coat and like all that stuff.
I mean, yeah, but I mean that's like one crossover issue. It's not like they're booking him forever.
That's true. Yeah, so that's gonna be coming out. It's not a lot actually. Cyclops number 3, which I'm the only one reading Cyclops. Wade Wilson Deadpool number 3, which I'm the only one reading that. The Century, which I'm the only one reading that. Absolute Flash. Fanboy kind of reads it sometimes.
I mean, I read it on the DC app.
Yeah, so that'll come out next month for him. And then the Flash 32. I'm the only one reading that. And then Superman 37, which I think Max is also going to read.
Oh yeah, I'm reading.
Okay, so out of all those books that I just named,
hey, I'm reading something you're not reading next week.
Okay, is it
The
Transformers?
Rocketeer.
Oh yeah. Okay. Is that all?
Oh, and The Crown, The Tale from Hell, because the Hellboy, that's coming out next month.
So mid.
I mean, I got 3 books that you guys are not reading. No
What's up?
Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, it's the conclusion, right? A Death Spiral.
Think so, but I'm pretty sure they're doing another one shot, like they did at the beginning.
Yeah.
Infernal Hulk, peak book everyone should read, and Void Rivals, which is just okay.
Didn't the newest Death Spiral thing come out this week? Did you not read it?
I don't read the Venom part.
Oh, okay. So I work at a comic book store. Backstory. And the other guy I work with is like a big Spider. Him and his wife are huge Spider-Man, like even bigger than Fanboy. Like their wedding rings are Spider-Man.
That's
But
awesome.
yeah, the whatever he told me a little bit on what happens in the Venom issue that came out this week, and he was not happy. I'm just gonna put this out there. In the newest Venom issue, Peter gets Carnage. But
why?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
oh my God.
It's a sacrifice we need for Paul to stay dead.
Well, he's like, did you see who got the symbiote? I go, please tell me it wasn't Paul. He goes, no, Paul's dead. He said, shout out Alex and his wife Laura. But yeah, it's just Peter gets Carnage. So yeah,
It would have been funnier if it was Paul.
But
I would have blown my brains out in front of Marvel Studios.
So that leads us into another not great book. Iron Man Inevitable 2005.
Dude, oh my God. Can I start with this?
Yeah,
yes.
Go.
So I like Iron Man. He's pretty cool when he's not being written like Robert Downey Jr.
This was pre-Downey.
This was very much pre-Downey and then pre-Extremis Iron Man, which I think reinvented the character for the 20th century before the movies did. Because if you look it up, the first issue of the Extremis arc in Iron Man starts like 6 months before the movie comes out. That aside, this book sucked. It was so boring, and oh my God, it's such a boring Iron Man story, man. I was sitting there reading it on the Marvel Unlimited app, and I was just like, okay, that's it. Cool, I guess. I don't know. I really, really didn't like it. I felt it was very boring and very much a snooze fest.
That's fair. Fanboy, What did you think?
I mean, this might sound controversial, but I'd rather read this in Colossus. Because I
That's
feel like there's more happening in this book than Colossus.
yeah.
But that isn't saying much, the art is ass. Like, holy crap. Like, why did Marvel publish this?
I felt like it was half and half. Like I felt like some panels were really good and some were really bad.
I mean, the only good panels were like that lady that went into that energy thing.
Yeah.
I felt like that's the only time the art went good. But the rest, oh my god. Like the only positive things I could say is issue 5 when Tony and Samson, talked. I thought that was a sweet moment. And then in issue 6 where Iron Man was like, "Oh, I'm done holding back," or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's the only positives I could think of. But
I
oh my god,
I liked the ghost character. I thought he was written funny.
well, the ghost character was decent. That was
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I thought it was okay. Like, if I had to give it a rating, I'd probably say like 2.5 stars. Like, it wasn't the worst, but it definitely wasn't the best. I still think it would be better than some. So I think what we should do going forward, because I think we did this for Colossus too.
I think we did.
Compare this story to what is currently being published by Marvel and ask yourself, is this better than that? And I think the answer might be yes.
Well, since Marvel has a new Iron Man series out right now,
That's true. We can actually compare it to that. Then
I'm
the
gonna-
answer is no.
no, because like okay, last episode I was really really hyping up this Iron Man book, but that's because like I think when you write Iron Man, you should he's a billionaire, he's a fucking playboy, do that like rich kid shit. It's the best way I can put it. I don't feel this book does that, and it's kind of boring.
Tony Stark kind of a little ugly, but
That too. Oh my god, Tony Stark needs to be looking hot, not hot.
Yeah, I don't know. What's the I just want to Google something real quick. He kind of reminds me of
Tony Stark got to be looking like Burt Reynolds all the time.
he kind of reminds me of a young J. Edgar Hoover.
You know what? I guess, bro.
But I actually have a surprise for both of you. I went behind your guys' back and I asked our manager to give a review on Iron Man Inevitable. So this is a direct quote. I'm gonna paraphrase a little bit, but he said, "Hello, viewers. I am Tommy, the guy behind the scenes, running the socials for the pod, and I gotta say, this Iron Man book was pretty lame. The story of Tony trying to bring back the living laser and study him, which leers to extremes becoming a thing, is cool, I guess. Also, Spymaster and Ghost are lame. I think it's silly how they poke fun at each other for both being losers. The only thing positive, now this is a hot take from him, the art is gorgeous."
Fuck no! I'm gonna beat his ass later.
We have to talk to him about this.
Mind you, Tommy is my brother. I can say these things on the internet.
Yeah, so he said 2 out of 5, 3 out of 10. But yeah, so I messaged him. I said, we have to read this book. I think it'd be funny if you read it and didn't tell anyone and then sent me a review. So that's Tommy's review. 2 out of 5. Art is gorgeous.
The art part, I disagree.
I'm just gonna straight up hit him when I get back upstairs.
So
I am allowed to say this. He's my brother.
He is much bigger than Max too. Like,
Picture a bear in a hockey jersey reading comics.
We gotta spin the wheel for our next comic.
Well, let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna do that right now.
We're gonna do it right now.
Oh, I thought we were
Right
gonna
here.
wait until the end.
They're gonna do it right now. All right. Can you see the wheel?
I can.
Yes.
Spin. Oh, close that.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
We're reading Watchmen.
It's because
Who
I talked
watches
about
the
it.
Watchmen?
It's because I talked about it before the podcast.
He willed it into existence.
Like Dr. Manhattan, but with
guys-
pants.
Guys, can we make this even more interesting?
Okay.
What if we read and
No
watch,
thanks.
watch the graphic comic?
Moving on. This is what I'm going to call Max's media section, because him and Fanboy actually watched this stuff, and I'm over here watching a cop show from 2002. So go ahead and talk about the new Godzilla trailer and your other stuff while I sit here, mic muted, drinking water.
That's
Fanboy,
nice.
I think we should start with trailers and then go into the shows.
That's fine.
Okay, I guess, to go that segue, Godzilla Minus Zero got its first official teaser trailer this past Tuesday. It was shown at CinemaCon, and all I can personally say is I am seated day one. IMAX is afraid of me with how far in advance I am seated. It looks phenomenal.
It really does. I hope it lives up to the hype.
I think it will. I maybe I'm delusional. Maybe I'm just high on life. But it looks peak. It looks amazing. I'm happy that everybody that was from the first film is reprising their role. I'm very excited to see how they shot it all on IMAX. And I'm very interested to see the US government's role in this film, because we know they're there. We hear properly in the teaser trailer that they're like, oh, let's not drop the third one. Let's hope this works. And it is going to be peak.
It really is.
Oh my god, it's really peak. Yeah, that's all the thoughts I have for the Godzilla trailer. Unless, Fanboy, you got anything else you want to add to it?
Godzilla's there. It's Infinity War, so it's gonna be peak.
Dude, also his dorsal fins on the shoulders. Never knew I needed that in life.
I don't remember what he looked like. No, yeah, I seen the trailer once. I was like, yeah, that's it for me. Can't wait. Excited.
But yeah, the Street Fighter trailer also dropped actually this morning at CinemaCon. I love Street Fighter personally. It's probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, fighting game of all time. It's one of my favorite franchises of all time. So I have a lot of I'm a really big nerd for it, and I think the trailer looks fantastic. I think they've found a good balance of like the goofiness of Street Fighter, but also like putting it into a modern, realistic sense. I'm very sold on most of the cast, if not all of the cast for it. The only casting that I personally don't like is Andrew Schultz as Dan Hibiki, and that's only because I think Dan Hibiki should be played by an Asian looking man.
Dan is white.
Dan is not white. Dan's like partially white.
But also, like, Andrew Schultz is like a terrible human.
Yeah, also, like, I should also say, like, I don't like it because it's inaccurate to the character. I also don't like it because Andrew Schultz is just a fucking horrible person, and I hate that guy, and I could beat him in a fight.
Yeah.
But besides that, the trailer looks really good. I personally, as a Street Fighter fan, think it looks fun. I'm very excited for it. I think besides that, I think the rest of the casting is great. I think Cody Rhodes, the American Warrior, shout out Cody Rhodes, would love you on the podcast. He looks great as Guile. He's just, oh my god, it looks peak in my opinion. I'm
I
very
will
excited.
say I don't like 50 Cent as Balrog because Balrog's supposed to be like 6'6" and 50 Cent's like 5'8".
Yeah, that's also something. Besides that, I think it looks really good. I'm very excited to see the characters interact with each other. I think having Ken and Ryu be what I'm assuming is the focus of the main story is really, really good. I think it's gonna be good for fans of the games and then fans of just like action movies. And I will be dressed up as Ken Masters because he's the guy I play in every Street Fighter game when the movie comes out.
Nice.
Yeah, fanboy, what are your thoughts on the trailer? I just see for like
Well,
so long.
I will say I'm a casual Street Fighter player. You know, like the last game I played was Street Fighter 4. I just want to count like the Marvel vs. Capcom games. And I feel like it's gonna be like the Mario movie where the story isn't really gonna be that good, but you're gonna get the references, the Easter eggs to the games. You know, you're gonna see Hadouken, Shoryuken. But I am excited for Blanca because I love Blanca. He's
Yes.
green, he shoots lightning, and he's green. I feel like it's gonna be a fun film.
Oh,
Just like don't take it too seriously.
no,
Just
man,
sit down, turn off your brain, and watch.
it's gonna be peak. Anthony, did you watch the Street Fighter trailer?
No.
Oh yeah, and I will also say this. I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan. That's why I don't play as much Street Fighter. But I don't want to get into 6.
6 is so fun. I have to keep playing that over this summer.
I mean, if it's on sale, I'm definitely gonna buy it. But yeah, that's my thoughts on a Street Fighter movie. Looks good.
Yeah. Well, let's roll into some TV then. I guess we'll start with Born Again. Another fantastic episode. It's just what they're doing is really, 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 really good. Especially this episode with having the flashbacks to what is like pre-season 1 of the Netflix show, and just capturing that style was really good. And I've been really enjoying the challenging of faith that Matt has been having throughout these last 3 episodes with Bullseye specifically, and how that has been in his life, and it's really, really good. However, as much as I like Born Again, and I really much am enjoying it, I personally have one more of like, I would love to ask the writers why. So spoiler alert, Vanessa's dead. She's gone. They The way that they do it, they drag it out throughout the whole episode where she goes into surgery, and it's like, oh my god, she might not make it, and then she's like alive, and she's alive for a little bit, and then she just kind of goes brain dead. And I get it. You're making drama as a writer. I get it. You're making drama. You're pulling the rug out from under people. But I personally think it was a little too cruel of a way to take out Vanessa, even for the Kingpin. And it's just an interesting choice. That's all it is. It didn't take away from my enjoyment of the episode, because I do think this is a really good episode. But it was a choice that is interesting to me.
Now you mentioned the hospital scene, the one where she wakes up. I just heard Kingpin be like, "Oh, pineapple juice! You're allergic to it.
Yeah.
Give us some pineapple juice.
You're allergic to pineapple juice."
Hey, I like the guy, playing as Kingpin, but
Such a good actor.
he is. Another thing, I feel like this is important to the lore, to Daredevil lore, that Matt is a feet man.
Matt Murdock confirms he's got a thing for feet, and you know what? I guess that's a thing now.
It's canon to the MCU.
Let's get into the MCU. My go for real.
I saw someone on TikTok saying, "Oh, I could blame Elektra for that."
Oh
Which
yeah, I saw that frame. No, but yeah, I personally really like the episode. Fanboy, what did you think of the episode?
it's not as good as last week's episode because like that last week's episode built a bar so high, and I do like Daredevil's and Bullseye's like thing. Like Daredevil trying to keep him alive throughout the whole episode. Like he could just ban him like any point, leave him to the police. But no, he's Daredevil. He's better than that. But yeah, the whole Kingpin Vanessa part was okay. Oh yeah, Bitcoin. It's another thing. The first defeat and now Bitcoin. Why are they writing?
I will say it was nice to see the actor that played Wesley again, and how that ties into Buck, who's like quite honestly one of my favorite side characters they've done in a really long time. But yeah, that's our thoughts on Daredevil. Invincible, he's invincible. No, this episode was awesome. Before anybody says anything,
I have one negative thing about this
no,
episode.
I have a few negative things, but overall,
Did you see the disappearing PNG?
oh, did you see the PNG? I don't care. It was peak. It was peak. Also, anybody that hated on the voice actor of Thrag, imagine being so goddamn wrong after this episode. Y'all put Thrag on some fucking fucking fraud watch, and then he delivered, and now you all are glazing him.
Yeah, I didn't understand the hate for Thrag's voice. I thought it was good.
No, it was
Even for this episode.
No, yeah, even before this episode, I really like this episode. I think they, besides a few small things that I'm not particularly the biggest fan of, I think this season has been really, really good, and I like how they've adapted the material, and they've also enhanced it in a way. Obviously, people are gonna bitch and complain that they love the animation style. It's like, I don't care. It's still telling a great story. And the fights were awesome. Like this episode, man, when Thrag pulled apart that asteroid and just fucking murked Thetis, ripped my guy Thetis, but peak shit, edge of my seat.
I have one negative, and it
Yeah.
is a very nerdy nitpick.
Yeah, hit me with it.
Okay, so if you read the comics, you got that splash page with everyone with Oliver saying "Hell yeah." That's my favorite panel in history of comics, and they fucked that up. Like, like I don't know, like the characters' models just look like. I mean, they're not bad, but it kind of reminds me of those like Marvel shows from like Ultimate Spider-Man or Avengers Assemble. Like that's my problem, with these character models. Like they're a little bit too flat. But
Okay, yeah, I definitely can agree with you on the character models looking flat, but I feel like to defend the show just a bit, I feel like when it does work, like when it starts getting going,
look, the story's good. I will say that. Like they're adapting the comics well. But yeah, like I will agree, like I wish the animation budget was a little bit high. Especially, we're doing this like story arc. And there's one funny moment. It's like like Oliver's lifeless body floating in space. Like I don't know why that made me laugh. He just abandoned him. He's like, "Oh, we'll get you later, Oliver."
He was talking all of that shit too, and then Thrag just was like, "Nope."
Yeah, poor Oliver. He loves lobsters, man. Like he doesn't deserve, getting his jaw, cut off. But yeah, again, peak episode. Like that's my only two critiques. But positive is the whole like Thaddeus origin. You know, like shows the flashbacks that extends the universe. Invincible. Like that's one thing the show has, or the comics. Like they could do stuff like that, expand the universe.
Yeah, which I think they're doing a fantastic job with. And then the boys, dude. Why the fuck was Homelander? Oh my god, Homelander this episode, man. It's just he's losing it, man. He's like I thought he was in like it's not even he's losing his mind. He's going insane. Like, bro, what the fuck do you mean? He looks at Soldier Boy, by the way, butt naked in a tub full of milk.
Oh god, that was gross.
I saw an angel. Dude, what are we doing?
Like I could handle like the mole eating dirt and dirt coming out of his butt, but the whole Homelander in a tub full of milk, that's where I draw the line. Like it's
I don't
so
know.
gross.
It's so interesting too because like
Oh god.
I like what they're doing with the story of like okay, spoilers by the way. It's like Soldier Boy survived the virus because he's got the original compound V, so they're trying to find that, and Homelander's like, if I get that, I'll be immortal, and like that's a good angle. I think that's a very interesting. It's a good plot premise. Oh my god, though, man. Dude, Homelander's just he's like there's not even a more like he's just going insane. No, he's lost it. That train set sail. I made a joke about this before the podcast started to fanboy. But I'll say it again because I thought it was pretty funny. Of course, the Deep drives a Tesla Cybertruck. Dude, there was that bit at the end of the episode. I thought they fucking killed Huey for a second.
I mean, I knew they didn't. They don't have the balls yet.
They don't have the balls yet. But yeah, again, another really solid episode. I just like again, I want to see where they're going. So far, I think it's been a bit better than the comics.
I mean, that's not saying much if you read.
No, that's not saying much. The comics are god awful. You should never read it. But we'll see. Yeah, it's a good episode.
Yeah, it's good. You know, besides the whole milk thing, which God, I can't get out of my mind.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I mean, it's gross. He drank the milk out of his hand, like, ugh.
And then he came over to Sister Sage with his little water bottle and was like, and he got milk in there. And I bet I know where that's from. It's from the fucking tub.
Ugh. God, now you mentioned it. I didn't think of that until you mentioned it. Oh God.
Well, on that note, the media section is now over. Let's talk about the movie we watched this week, which is Guillermo del Toro's 2004 hit film Hellboy, starring Ron Perlman. You know what, Anthony? How about you start us off?
It was pretty good.
Oh my God, guys, Anthony likes the movie we watched.
There's some low points, I will say.
For sure.
But that's kind of expected with a Guillermo del Toro movie. Like,
What do you
he'll just
mean by
shove
that?
whatever he likes in there, and then it will
Okay.
just, like, completely pull the movie to a screeching halt. But he's like, no, I like it. And it's like, okay, Guillermo.
Hey,
But
don't
yeah,
you dare talk ill on Guillermo del Toro.
Ron Perlman owes his career to Guillermo.
Yes, he does.
As he starred in one of his earliest movies, in which everyone spoke Spanish except for Ron Perlman.
I didn't know that until now.
It's a really interesting movie. It's like I don't think is it a werewolf or a vampire? It's some sort of like creature.
What's it called?
I have to look it up. It's from like 1994. It was like literally his first feature film. But yeah, it is something else because I think JonTron covered it. like in a video.
Shout out
Oh man,
JonTron.
that's a name I haven't heard of from a long time.
Is it Geometra? Is this right? No, that's a comedy film. It's 9 minutes long. Let's see if I can find it real quick. But while I'm looking for this, fanboy, what did you think?
Look, I will admit, I still love this movie. Maybe it's a bit of nostalgia talking, but I still like this movie, even though there are two things I don't like about it.
Which is
I mean, like treating a PDRD. Am I saying that right?
BRPD, yeah.
Yeah, like treating it like Men in Black, where like in the comics, where it's like, oh, everybody knows about the paranormal. They know about Hellboy. Like
Yeah.
I just feel like the studio was, looked at Men in Black and was like, hey, we should do that for Hellboy.
Well, I mean, that was Hellboy's stuff beforehand. Like that's what Seeds of Destruction came out probably around the same time as Men in Black.
Seeds of Destruction came out in 1996. The first Men in Black, I want to say, came out in 1997.
I
So
mean,
Yeah.
there is inspiration, but I understand what fanboy is talking about.
and also Man in Black is based off of a comic book, so that's a
Yeah,
fun
fun
fact for
fact.
you.
The film is called Kronos, and it's from
Oh,
1992.
I do know Kronos.
The description is antique dealer Jesus Gris stumbles across Kronos, a 400-year-old scarab that, when it latches onto him, grants him youth and eternal life, but also a thirst for blood. It's not bad. Like
Sounds
Ron
interesting.
Perlman low-key carries it because, like I said, everyone's speaking Spanish, and he's like the nephew of this guy, and he like doesn't speak any Spanish, and that's really funny to me. But yeah,
Yeah, it's a good movie. I recommend everybody watch it. Fanboy, what's the other complaint you have about it?
I mean, look, the first act is good, but
Okay.
the second half, after the subway,
The fight
scene,
against Samael.
yeah, it's like where like Hellboy gets jealous because of Liz is dating the new guy or
Oscar
hanging out with
Myers.
the new guy. Yeah, Oscar. Which
Or
I couldn't
John
get
Myers.
why they put
John
Oscar.
Myers. His name is John Myers. Sorry, not Oscar.
Well, I'm gonna call him Mr. Guy. So I can understand why they put him in, like to introduce the audience to the world of Hellboy.
Mhm.
But I don't know, just like Hellboy himself getting jealous over this stupid thing. I just thought, man, this is so dumb.
but I mean, he acts like a teenager.
Yeah.
I mean, I forgot what they said in the movie where he's like, oh, he aged like dog years or
Yeah,
whatever.
he's
Yeah.
barely out of his 20s.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought it was dumb. But
Yeah.
it does pick up again when his dad dies. I will say that.
So, if nobody can tell, I'm ungodly biased towards this film.
He hates Hellboy.
No, I love Hellboy. I
That's
love
the bias.
That's the bias. Yes. No, I love Hellboy with all of my heart and my soul. This was probably one of the first superhero films I ever remember watching as a kid. And this was my introduction to Hellboy. So I am unincredibly ungodly biased towards this film. I love it. I think I think it's a really, really good superhero film. I think it's a very good movie. But I can take off my rose tinted glasses, and the fanboy really hits the nail on the head, which is my problem with the films. I don't like that the BRPD is very hidden, and that is something I wish was not done in this film, but they kind of drop it towards in the second film.
Mhm.
And I personally don't like the second act. I think it's fine. I get why it's there. I understand it, but I don't know. I think it's kind of boring. But there's a lot more that I like in this film that I dislike. I love the opening with Professor Broom doing narration, where it starts with what makes a man a man. I love that. I love the opening bit with the fight. in 1944, where they are opening where Grigori Rasputin is opening the portal. I love the fight between Samael. I love Abe Sapien in the film. Just everything about Abe Sapien is
Oh
awesome.
yeah, he's the GOAT.
He's part of my
And-
letterbox review.
He is part of your letterbox review.
And also, Max, before you say something,
Yeah.
Douglas Jones is also in Star Trek. In Star
Douglas
Trek
Jones.
Discovery.
Yeah, man. Shout out Douglas Jones. Love that
He
guy.
plays Freak really well.
He does. I love the costume designs. I think Hellboy looks fantastic. I love the third act. I love the there's the bit where Professor Broom, right before his death, he's doing the autopsy on I think his name is Krieger.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds right. And Rasputin shows up and he says, "I shall give you a vision of what is to come." And it shows Hellboy and with the crown and the horns, and the apocalypse happens. And then I love that they call back to it in the third act where he rips off the horns. I think that's a very cool symbolic moment of him coming to terms with who he is, because that's what this film is about. It's about being okay with who you are and the understanding of that. Yeah, I really love this film. It's very much something that I appreciate a lot, and something that has inspired me a lot in my writing and in my storytelling. And I really love Hellboy. I also think that this film does a few good changes to the original story. I prefer Professor Broom being alive a lot longer than he is in the Seeds of Destiny, or Seeds of Destruction, which is what this movie is based on, to name a thing. So yeah.
I kind of forgot Jeffrey Tambor was in the movie until I watched it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I feel like when you were saying about like this is one of the first superhero movies that you watched, I feel like it was on TV all the time.
So here's a funny story, actually. So I remember this film very clearly on the Sci-Fi Channel when that was a thing, because it was always playing at this trampoline place I went to as a kid, because a lot of my friends wanted birthdays at trampoline places. And I remember it clearly because my dad would be sitting there while everyone's running around, and he'd be watching it. And every time I would sit by him if I was tired, and I'd be watching with him. So like specifically the flash forward of the possible future of Hellboy, with the horns and the crown, that image is so like ingrained in my mind.
Yeah.
But yes, it was on a lot as on TV.
Yeah, I never realized that until you mentioned it.
All right. So I think it. Well, go ahead and give it out of 5. Anyone?
Hold on. What did I get on Letterbox?
4.5 out of 5. I'm very biased, and I think everyone should watch this movie and its sequel and its animated films, because there are animated films.
Oh yeah, those are underrated and stays
Very
true to the
underrated.
comic. Oh, one positive thing I will say: perfect casting.
Oh yeah. Everybody in this film is very, very well casted. Shout out the actor that plays Grigori Rasputin. I am blanking on his name.
It's Carl Roden.
Shout out Carl Roden. Just a phenomenal job of Rasputin. I think he brings so much to that role. Also, shout out the Russian skeleton that Hellboy has. That's just complaining the entire time. He's really funny to me.
Is that supposed to be a reference to the corpse? I think it's called from the comics.
Yes, that is a reference to the Corpse series in the comics.
I have that
guess
issue.
Carl Roden plays the big bad guy in GTA 4, so that's interesting.
Fun facts.
But
yeah,
This episode's full of fun facts.
Yeah, but my rating on this is 4.5 out of 5.
I gave it a 4 out of 5 because my 4.5 is Yadong the Snitch, and then I look at it, I go, "Is this as good as that?" And I say, "No," and so it's only a 4.
I'll give it a 4.5 Douglas Jones in Star Trek
4.5 Douglas Jones.
in a Star Trek uniform.
What if I told you his name is actually just Doug Jones and you just added that on?
You're messing with me.
I'm not. I'm
No.
looking at his thing right now.
I-
It is literally just
No,
Doug Jones.
I
Yeah.
feel like it's Douglas Jones.
It's not. It is not. It is
I could
just.
have sworn. Oh my
just
god!
Doug.
I've been calling Douglas Jones the whole time.
Do you
Shout
know
out
that
to you,
Seth,
Douglas Jones.
This is a
Can I give you
Mandela
guys
effect
a-
right here.
can I give you guys a fun fact about the second film?
Okay.
Seth MacFarlane is in it.
Okay.
Yes?
He plays Johann Krautz. For those that don't know, Johann Krautz in the comics is a German scientist that turns himself. He accidentally turns himself into a like a fog kind of guy, and he walks around in this like 18th century almost mechanical suit, and he's voiced by Seth MacFarlane.
I don't want to be that guy, but
Yes.
I just looked up Hellboy 2: The Golden Army, and it
Yeah.
says that Johann Kraus is James Dodd.
Well, I'm on Letterbox, and the casting for it says Seth MacFarlane. So
I,
Google's wrong.
I mean, I thought it was Douglas Jones the whole time, so who knows? I swear to God, it's a Mandela effect. I could have sworn that was
I
his name. the whole
never heard
time.
anybody call him Douglas Jones, but
Well, you heard it here live at
Oh.
Saturday Morning Comics.
Here's the issue, Anthony.
Is
James
he the
Zhao-
body?
Yeah, he's the body. Seth MacFarlane
Okay.
is the voice.
That makes sense. All right, so it's time to spin the wheel
Real
again, but this one's our media one.
media time.
Wonder we're gonna get Watchmen the movie.
No,
That would be so funny. We should watch the motion comic while we read the comic. It would be so awesome.
All right.
I'd rather not.
Time to spin. And we got
Oh, cool.
No.
we're gonna respin and we'll explain that at the very end of the show.
I thought you were gonna
Yay.
remove that. That is the funniest shit ever. No, not bad.
What is Unbreakable? Isn't this the
Unbreak-
war movie?
No, Unbreakable is the movie with my
Bruce,
God.
is it Bruce Willis?
Bruce Willis. Yeah, Bruce Willis.
Oh,
and
okay.
Samuel L. Jackson, man.
What's the war movie? Oh, that's Unbroken. That's the one where the guy's like in Japan for like 20 years and he's like at some camp. Anyways, yeah, so we're gonna be watching Unbreakable.
Yay.
I don't know if it goes I don't know how it pairs up with Yadong the Snitch though, so we'll have to see about that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, you
Okay.
gotta watch it. It's really good. You just gotta
Got-
read subtitles. Get over it, babies.
Yeah. Guys, I'm a little confused here. You know, we got Star Trek on the wheel. Why aren't we watching Star Trek?
I mean,
Explain
I-
it, fanboy.
Well, first off, have you been reading your Discord messages?
I have, but I'm doing a bit, so explain it, fanboy.
Oh, I know. Just want to be a dick for a moment. Anyways,
My
He's
God.
really peeved about Douglas Jones.
reason why we're not doing Star Trek because we're gonna do a spin-off podcast where we watch Star Trek on Sundays, and we're gonna talk about Star Trek episodes, and hopefully these two get into Star Trek like me.
We're gonna go through the entire IP of
Does that
media.
include comics, books,
No.
games, radio
We
shows?
can't read. Sorry.
We will be watching all of the shows and the movies, apparently, as far as
Yes.
I'm aware.
And we're doing it in release order rather than what I suggested, which was timeline order.
Well,
I
I'm already
understand
almost
because
done
you're
with the
watching
first season.
Enterprise.
Well, yeah.
And I'm almost done with the first season of the OG show.
Well,
And
you're
you're
gonna
gonna
have to go
rewatch
back and
it.
rewatch it. So,
Yay!
yeah. So I think our plan is to record our intro later this week and upload our first one on Sunday if I can get all my ducks in a row, which hopefully I can. Because I'm the one that does all this. But
Love
yeah.
you for it.
So it's gonna be Star Trek Sundays. I don't know. We might come up with other shows in the future, and we might make a whole network, but we'll see. We've discussed it, but so you should be looking out for that. Also, shout out Superman's birthday
Yes.
when this releases, April 18th. It's also my birthday.
Shout out Anthony. We love you. Happy birthday to you, man.
Mhm.
And then going forward, our next 2 weeks we're gonna have guests. Depending on how long their interviews are, we might do what we did with Kyle Starks, which was release its own standalone. But we'll see. We'll play by ear. The ones you should be expecting is
No, save it. They'll find out.
okay. One's a writer and one is a cosplayer. That's what I'll say. But yeah, so I think unless you guys want to say anything else, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here.
Happy Superman Day to everybody. In this world, we need more people like Superman. So buy yourself a Superman comic this Saturday, or on Saturday when this episode comes out.
Happy
Fanboy.
Superman Day. Happy
Yeah.
Superman Day. Read Superman. Read
And
the
once
current
again,
Superman comics.
and once again, Anthony, happy birthday.
And shout out Restream because we've been having nothing but problems with them, but today we went good. So yeah, so I think that's gonna end it here. So I guess join us same bat time, same bat place. Also check out our new show. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. See you later.